Leprechaun 3 is the first Leprechaun movie to not have a theatrical release, and honestly, I'm surprised this series had as many theatrical releases as it did. Leprechaun 3 begins in Las Vegas in a pawn shop when a mysterious man enters who is missing an eye, an arm, a leg, and they don't show it, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he's missing a testicle too. So whatever the hell happened to him, it's highly unlikely that his underluggage remained intact.
Sir, you will be showing me what is in the sack then?
See, even the shop owner is like, what do you got going on down there? The man has brought in a statue of the leprechaun and warns the shop owner to not touch the medallion. He pays the man $20 and then immediately touches the medallion because the shop owner knows that the weird half man is not the boss of him. But this causes the statue to turn into the leprechaun. The shop owner finds the leprechaun's gold in the bag and the leprechaun attacks him.
I like Indian food. So spicy.
That easy, leprechaun. You don't like when people make stereotypes about the Irish, even though you are a walking, talking mass of ever-shifting Irish stereotypes.
I'm a leprechaun, me lad. And you're a greedy thief. For trying to steal me gold, I'll be giving you some grief.
The leprechaun's definition of stealing is all over the place. This dude bought your statue and your gold. He didn't steal anything. It was just in his possession. Maybe take better care of your shit. You're the one who bumbled his way into a statue and got sold to a pawn shop for $20. The leprechaun is about to murder him when he notices the medallion and cowers in fear. Oh good, another weakness to completely replace all the other weaknesses that will never be utilized again.
You wanted me gold, and you suffered the consequences. Now I'll take what's mine and be gone from here.
That seemed like it was supposed to rhyme. Oh, poor leprechaun. You can tell he backed himself into a corner using the word consequences. The leprechaun is embarrassed, and so he runs out, but not before dropping a gold coin. Like seriously, this gold is so precious to him, but he can't walk 5 steps without knocking some out of his pot. Like maybe get a bigger pot. Or at least get a lid. We then meet our heroes, Scott and Tammy, as he offers her a ride to work at the Lucky Shamrock Casino after her car breaks down. Scott is a college student passing through Vegas on his way to start school in LA, and Tammy is a magician's assistant to Fazio the Great. And back at the shop, the owner is determined to get the leprechaun's gold back, and since screenwriters didn't quite know how the internet worked yet, he has to insert a CD-ROM of fairy tales and folklore to learn about the leprechaun.
Remember, his power lies in his gold, and he'll use all his magic to protect it. Potatoes are a leprechaun's favourite meal. Like all good Irishmen, he loves his spud.
Okay, we knew the killing for gold thing, but the potato thing is new.
If a mortal gets hold of a leprechaun's gold, he'll be given 1 wish for every shilling in his possession.
Also new is that the leprechaun will grant 1 wish for every gold shilling that a human possesses. Now in the first movie he didn't grant any wishes. The second one he granted 3 wishes to Uncle Morty, even though Uncle Morty had none of Leprechaun's gold. And now this 1 wish per shilling shit? I feel like the lore master for the Leprechaun movies was just an unrepentant drunk. Okay, Jamie, you're our resident Leprechaun expert, and we're getting ready to shoot Leprechaun 3. We're all so excited. So what have you got for us this time, bud? Leprechauns are like feral cats. They don't like other leprechauns in their space, and they will fight them. Okay. What about the leprechaun granting 3 wishes? Audiences seem to really like that last time. Who the f*** told you 3? No, 1. 1 wish per gold coin of the leprechauns that they have. What? You're the one who said it was 3 wishes last time. Oh, and leprechauns love potatoes. If a potato is around, they will stop what they are doing and just devour the thing. What? Potatoes? Why are we just hearing about this now on the 3rd movie? Look, I don't know, Jamie. I think we're just going to stick with what we've already established. Leprechauns can be killed by 4-leaf clovers and wrought iron. They obsessively shine shoes, which you can use as a distraction. I just think the potato thing at this point in the game is just going to confuse people. Oh my god! Jamie, what are you pointing a gun at me for? You put the leprechaun's love of potato in your movie, or I will blow your head off. Okay, Jamie, fine. We'll add the potato thing, but God, I mean, at some point we have to start having some consistency in these movies. I mean, he's the same leprechaun for Christ's sake. Nope, all leprechauns look the same. It's a different one every time. What? The leprechaun realizes that he's again missing 1 coin and throws a leprechaun bitch fit.
I'm 1 shilling short!
He's like a toddler who misplaced a stuffed animal, but is supremely pissed at you because you can't find what he's looking for. Look, Dakota, I haven't seen your toy bear. You were carrying it around, and you did something to it. Take some personal responsibility, Dakota. So the shop owner grabs a gun to go after the leprechaun, who has just been hanging out in the back of this shop this whole time, and they decide to make a deal. He will give the leprechaun the medallion for half of the leprechaun's gold, but the leprechaun just magically takes the medallion away and knocks him out. Scott and Tammy make it to the Lucky Shamrock, and Scott is underage, but Tammy sneaks him into the casino and he gets taken in by all the glitz and glamour that Vegas is known for. The lights, the sounds, the action, old ladies on oxygen, and he decides to use the tuition and housing money that his parents gave him to do some gambling. But it's okay, he has a system. He'll put $1,000 on black, and if he loses, he'll put $2,000 on black. And if he loses that, he'll put $4,000 on black. And just to hedge his bets, $2,000 on red. And then, when it lands on green, he'll go out back and kill himself. It's foolproof. So Scott manages to piss away 23 grand, and the suicide option is looking pretty sweet right about now, and he decides to pawn his grandpa's watch. Back at the shop, the owner and the leprechaun are still fighting. We are a half hour into this movie, and the leprechaun has been in this one pawn shop, locked in an epic battle with Gupta for that entire time. And then the leprechaun kills him before he can find the coin.
What was I thinking? With all this killing, I've lost me shilling.
Scott shows up and finds the owner's lifeless body, and calls the police and accidentally plays the disc, and it repeats that you get one wish for every leprechaun coin you have, and he wishes he was back in the casino on a winning streak.
I've lost him! He's got me shilling! He's got me shilling!
Didn't you grant him that wish? Again, this is your fault for not twisting his wish into something horrible. You know, like you literally did in the last movie. And also, would you really be able to hurt Scott? He has your last gold coin.
I'm not dead.
You will be if you don't give me coin.
You can't do it, can you? As long as I have this.
So Scott magically appears in the casino and he's on a winning streak. And Mitch gives Scott a free hotel room to get him to stop gambling. And he cashes in all his chips and goes back to his room, but Loretta and Fazio decide to rob him.
I got a show, I gotta go. Just, alright, cash in the chips and go up to your room and stay there. Don't let anybody in.
Lovely golden palaces, completely full of riches. I'll rip 'em off and rob 'em blind, those dirty sons of bitches. Golden nugget. I'd like one of those, see?
Who the hell are you talking to? The leprechaun makes his way to the craps table, and now I have no idea how to play craps, but judging by movies, you basically win every time you roll the dice, regardless of what numbers you roll. Except if you get the dreaded snake eyes, which are of course the mark of the beast. To appease the foul creature, you must pay tribute to the snake by offering your mortal breath so that the beast is mollified, and he will hopefully turn his devilish gaze away from you. Like, it's such a confusing game. Fazio steals the coin and takes off as the leprechaun attacks Scott and bites him. Scott stabs the leprechaun and its blood mixes with Scott's, and the leprechaun then gets chucked right out the window.
Next time, I'll take the elevator.
You can tell he's really trying hard not to cry.
Hello, Lucky Shamrock Security.
Yeah, give me hotel security.
This is Lucky Shamrock Security.
Yeah, I'd like to report a leprechaun in your hotel.
I'm sorry, the connection is terrible. Did you say there's a peppercorn in the hotel?
No, a leprechaun.
Oh, okay. Let's not get cheesed off with me, sir. So what are we talking here? A potato-loving, wish-granting little green guy?
Yeah, a little green guy.
Okay, he's green, but what about the potato thing? Because I have a disc on my computer at home that says the leprechauns have a legendary love of potatoes. So unless you've seen him craving a potato, then it could just be someone playing a prank on you.
He tried to kill me!
Oh, he shouted at me. No. Why does everyone yell at me? I've tried my best.
Hello?
Loretta tells Fazio the coin is magic, but before she can wish, Mitch shows up and takes it from her.
That is my personal property. I want it back.
What accent we going for here? And then Mitch wishes to have sex with Tammy, even though he doesn't know that this is a leprechaun's coin that you can wish on.
Mitch,
Tammy, what's the matter?
I want you.
You?
I want you more than any man I've ever known in my life.
And what part of his wish made her sound like Betty Boop? Tammy is doing a striptease for Mitch when Loretta sneaks in and steals the gold coin, which apparently instantly nullifies the wish. The CD-ROM neglected to mention that bit of info.
Belong sounds to me, this gold I smell. Whoever's got it's going to hell.
So is this some kind of tick where he has to rhyme what his current task is over and over again? Like, why do they add so many random limericks? The audience knows what the leprechaun's motivation is.
Potatoes.
Baked potato, broiled potato, French fries, potato skin, potato salad, and 6 potato pancakes.
There once was a lady of Totten, whose tastes grew perverted and rotten. She cared not for steaks, or for pastries and cakes, but lived upon penis au gratin.
So Scott is clearly turning into a leprechaun because he starts speaking in dumb rhymes with a horrible Irish accent, and of course exhibits the leprechaun's famous love of potatoes that we just learned about. I like how we've never seen the leprechaun eat a potato, but I like even more that the writers of these movies asked Jeeves what are some common Irish stereotypes that haven't been in the leprechaun movies yet. The leprechaun kills Mitch and sets out to find his gold again.
I smell me shilling. And the gentle fragrance of a lady's perfume.
I also smell burnt toast, and that might spell me doom. Ugh. Alright, that is probably the first and last time I'll ever attempt to do the leprechaun voice. No, I didn't like that at all. I also like how before the leprechaun just had no idea where his gold ever was. He just searched blindly, but now he can apparently smell it?
Give me the body of a stacked 20-year-old.
And the leprechaun's magic doesn't make a chopped up 20-year-old appear with the body parts stacked on top of each other. I mean, and that's just off the top of my head. So Loretta shows off the coin to Fazio and tells him that she used the coin to wish for her body.
I wish I was a man so I could just screw myself right to the floor.
Jesus, Loretta. That's like the easiest wish for an unscrupulous wish giver to twist and manipulate. Like, it doesn't happen because you only get one wish, but she doesn't know that. And Fazio wishes to be the greatest magician in the world. But magic has its limits. And he'll have to settle for second greatest because David Copperfield exists. That dude made a Statue of Liberty disappear. David Copperfield's magic supersedes that of a leprechaun, djinn, genie, rapping genie, magic fountain, fairy godmother, oh, Neil was here, angel, childlike empress, goblin king, or Zoltar machine. Okay, maybe the Zoltar machine could. Like, that thing was powerful as hell. It granted wishes without even being plugged in. The leprechaun shows up in Loretta's room and makes her start to blow up like Violet Beauregard until she explodes.
What a lovely lass. I had to blow up your ass.
Wow, a woman just died, and you're rhyming about it? Scott and Tammy go back to the pawn shop, and they watch more of the sacred leprechaun texts that have been animated with Flash, apparently, and we learn that if you destroy the leprechaun's gold, then you can destroy the leprechaun. Tammy finds the medallion, and we find that it also hurts Scott. Scott then begins to smell the gold, and finds where the leprechaun hid it. Scott wishes for the leprechaun to be encased in cement at the bottom of the ocean, but we are forcibly given even more leprechaun lore when we're told that a leprechaun's gold can't be used to hurt the leprechaun. But luckily, baseballs can hurt him, and they run off to the hospital. The leprechaun and Scott then have an 8-mile inspired rhyme battle.
Right. Now that you're in place, I'll slice up your face.
Oh shit!
Cut her nose and I'll hack off your toes.
Power to power. You've much to learn. Taller or shorter. I'll make you burn.
Oh, that's not so great.
Fazio's the one with your shilling. It's him you should be killing.
This movie rhymed shilling with killing like 3 times already. We're getting kinda bored.
Fazio's magic, pathetic and lame, will soon turn tragic, and me shilling I'll claim.
Alright.
Back off, you
Renegade, before I make you eat that blade.
Half of this movie has just been shitty rhymes. Please, for the love of God, stop. Fazio the Great is putting on a sold-out magic show, and the leprechaun shows up and saws Fazio in half. And you know what? More magicians' assistants need to really sell this trick. I mean, it's so old and everyone knows how it works. So yeah, add some screaming and fake blood. Really ramp up the ick factor. You know, for the freaks in the back. Scott and Tammy show up for the epic final showdown with the leprechaun, and Scott sets the pot of gold on fire, which sets the leprechaun on fire, and Scott then turns back into a human. They leave the casino and Tammy reveals that she still has the gold coin, but she decides not to wish on it and they throw it away. And that's it. These movies just end. It's like they spent all the budget on limericks and couldn't pay for a decent ending. And also, What the hell was the deal with the medallion? Like, they really played it up as the only thing that can hurt the Leprechaun, but they never explained where it came from or what it actually did. Like, they even focused on it during the final showdown, but it didn't come into play at all. And I've been burned twice before, and I'm going to take a guess and say that the medallion will be fully explained in the next installment, which is Leprechaun 4 in space? Oh my god, there's going to be a Uranus joke, isn't there?